phenomenal feeling. You might ask them some questions, but I'll breathe a minute. Okay, but no, that's never your goal, it's never your intention, and it's kind of pressure to be undefeated going to the state tournament. But they embraced it, and they lived with it, and they worked hard, and they were always a target. But it's phenomenal to do that and then win the state championship.
I guess for any of the players, I mean, you guys are the only team in the entire state, boys or girls, any classification to go undefeated this season. So what does that say about what you guys were able to accomplish this year?
All the glory to God. We have a really talented team. Our coaches prepared us well, and we have a really supportive community. And, you know, we're pretty misunderstood as a whole. We have 10 super intense personalities, and we're not the most cuddly group. But for whatever reason, it's magic on the court, and it was this year, and I'm just thankful it was. And
Nora, what do you attribute that third quarter run to? You guys went off 27-10. You went into halftime down at 3, and the next thing you know, you're up 13. I think you had 6 or 8 straight points there.
Well, I just told myself we're not gonna lose this. Last year they made us feel horrible, and I just told myself I'm not gonna let them do that to us again. And so I wasn't playing the best the first half, and then I just got my groove and my rhythm.
Coach, looking at your scores throughout the year, I can't imagine there's too many times where you're trailing for as long as you've had. So what's that like? You know, what's the mindset?
Well, I think it helped us early in the year. We were trailing to Fort Sumner at their place at halftime, 4 or 5 points, and I think that's one of 2 games where we were trailing. We were trailing against Aztec in a Cuba tournament a little bit. But these girls, you know, they've always done well when they get a lead and they keep the lead. So it was good to have that game where we pulled out of that and we ended up winning in Fort. That's hard to do in Fort. So I think that kind of helped us today.
Natalie, what changed in that third quarter? Because it looked like the momentum just shifted like that, and they looked rattled.
like Nora said, we were out for blood, and Fort's tough, but we came here for one reason and one reason only, and I wasn't going to quit till it was done, and none of us did.
Taylor, 24 points, helped cap off an undefeated season on the big stage right here. Kind of what's going through your head? What does it feel like to be part of this?
It's amazing. I'm super thankful for my team and my coaches and my community, and I couldn't have done it without them.
Coach, I wanted to ask you, what's the composition of the roster between as far as the co-op, you know, the number of players between Roy and Mosquero?
I think we got two from Mosquero on the roster.
I think it's important to note that we all made lots of sacrifices to play basketball. Nora drives an hour and a half just to get to practice every day, and we stayed committed, and our coaches kept us engaged, and we got it done.
Just as well, you know, the last few years, these two programs have kind of alternated winning state, you know, and yet you didn't play each other in the finals until now, I think, in these last 4 years. So is that a little more meaningful to kind of have it be over Fort Sumner in this setting?
Sure it is, and I didn't want to meet him in the semis again. I was glad to see him on the opposite side of the bracket. So they're a great team, great program, well coached. So it's always a neat thing to get a win on Fort Sumner.
Ladies, congratulations.
Thank you.